Okay, people, I wanted to talk about the current state of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, more specifically the rank matches, which is it's on a sad state. It's pretty disappointing. It's pretty, what would be the word? Depressing. It's a depressing state. Um, and why is that? Well, because once you get to the high ranks, let's say A5 and everything after that, you will only encounter, or at least 90% of the time, you will encounter people using full teams of giants, full teams of afterimage users, full teams of wild sense users, and then there's gonna be people who only like choose strong characters and characters that have instant sparking mode, and then they're just gonna spam your ass with key blasts and then throw you a unblockable ultimate. For example, Dragon Ball Z legendary Super Saiyan Broly, which it's known for being the absolute nightmare of any singles player. These are not problems that I feel like we should be having, honestly. And I know that argument, oh, but it's supposed to be unbalanced. The game, it's supposed to be like accurate to the anime. It's supposed to be unbalanced. Yeah, no, I get that. And I get that different characters have different power levels, and that is perfectly fine by me. But the issue that I have is that some of those abilities should not be as broken as they are. And the abilities shouldn't be the ones that are broken, but the character itself. If it was just that, every ability was like kind of normal, if giants didn't have that unblockable dragon dash, or, that dash, whatever it's called, if, for example, Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 didn't have that, wild sense, or at least, well, honestly, the wild sense topic, it's kind of like, 50-50, because you can pretty much dodge it. You can dodge that wild sense and, avoid any damage that comes after that. But, for example, the afterimage in Budokai Tenkaichi 3, it did not make you, like, invincible. It not made you so that you cannot take damage for 15 seconds. Like, if, for example, Super Saiyan Vegito didn't have that ability and it was just that he hits really fucking hard, I would not have an issue with it. I would not have an issue with that. It's just that the abilities shouldn't be the ones that are broken. It should be the character. If it's truly like, I don't want to say like anime accurate, but if it's like a truly unbalanced game without, having anything too broken, then it should be like that. Afterimage shouldn't make you invincible for 15 seconds. Giants should not have that shoulder dash that it's unblockable. And the wild sense, it's annoying from time to time, but you can dodge it. So I'm gonna give the wild sense one a pass for now, even though, I think, in my opinion, it should cost at least 4 skill points, maybe, because people spam it way too much, because you can easily get like 2 skill points in no time. Any new player who just like got Sparking Zero and is looking for, decent matches, fun matches with the characters that he loves or she loves, it's gonna, at the start, it's gonna be very fun. But once, they start going into rank, once they start climbing the ranks and get to the point where they hit A5, it's gonna go downhill from there. And it is sad that the top leaderboards, the people at the top, most of them don't even know how to do a single combo, because they choose to do cheesy tactics. And once they, realize, oh, I'm losing, my cheesy tactic is not working, once they realize that, they just disconnect from the game without any punishment. without any consequence. And that is another thing that I do not understand why is a problem in this game. I love this game too much. I love it. But biggest problem is the rage quitting. What is your excuse there? Oh, the game is unbalanced. Yeah, but what does that have to do with the fact that people are rage quitting as soon as they realize that they're about to lose, and then they don't lose any points, the other person doesn't gain any points, and it's basically just a way to make sure to climb to the top as easily as possible. Because what's easier than just choosing 4 giant characters, spamming, instant sparking, and then dashing and throwing unblockable ultimates, and then once they, you realize that, oh, you're about to lose, then you just rage quit and don't lose any points. What's easier than that? Actually having skill and playing the game? No, of course not. And that is the main issue when it comes to DP battles. Also the androids. More specifically, 19 and 20. The false courage. The false courage ability should not be 1 skill point. That is insane. It pretty much gives you immunity against any physical attack. I'm not entirely sure about key blasts. I mean, not key blast, but key attacks like a Kamehameha or a Big Bang attack or, anything like that. But at least when it comes to the physical attacks, it grants immunity, which means that people who are playing Android 19 and Android 20, they can just dash towards you and grab you. And of course you can dodge it pretty easily, but there are going to be times where you are not going to be able to dodge it. And the fact that you cannot do anything about it, you cannot punch him because he has that immunity, is just unfair. I would say it's pretty unfair, especially when it only costs 1 skill point. And the fact that those characters, both of them cost like 4 DP, which means that you can put both of them in the team and you would still have more than 9 DP points for other characters is insane. You can put both androids in your team, and then you can put maybe like a Dr. Willow who is also 4 DP for a reason that I do not understand. He should not be 4 DP. He should at least be like 6 or 7, and then put maybe like a couple of characters who have after image, like for example Videl, Krilling, Master Roshi. They can even use a Yajirobe. It's just insane. It's crazy to me. And when it comes to the single battles, like I said, people are only gonna choose the strongest characters because those are the easiest ones to use. They have the easiest abilities and they have the most broken abilities. And the point is that people are only gonna use, for example, the same 5 characters. I'm pretty sure there's more than 5 characters which, you can abuse in single battles, but when it comes to high ranks, the only thing you're going to encounter in single battles, it's going to be MUI Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, which unfortunately became a, spam character because they can just go into sparking mode instantly and then dash behind you and instantly, like in the same frame, activate the ultimate and it's gonna do a shit ton of damage. And then people are also gonna use Jiren, full powered Jiren, which of course unblockable ultimate, hahaha. And of course legendary Super Saiyan Z Broly, which of course key spam plus unblockable ultimate equals win. And you get the point. It's the only thing that you're gonna encounter. And when it comes to DP battles, you're only gonna encounter giants, after image spammers, the 2 androids 19 and 20 who have false courage and they are gonna abuse it and grab you every chance that they have. And then rage quitters. Rage quitters you're gonna find everywhere, and it's just not fun. I get that the game is supposed to be unbalanced. Again, I get that. but the characters should be the ones that are unbalanced, not the abilities. So I'm not sure. When it comes to single battles, I was trying to go for, C rank, but I don't know if I want to keep trying. I think I'm just gonna play for fun, which is, what I've been doing, but it's been getting really frustrating when all you fight is giants and people who just, cheese tactics. I've talked about this in this video way too much. I keep repeating the same point, but it's just frustrating. I'm not really upset. I'm just disappointed at the state of the game. But I think I decided to just like stop trying to go for, C rank, since pretty much every fight that I go on when it comes to single battles, people only choose like strong characters, or I choose Master Ultra Instinct Goku. I think he's really fun to use. I don't try to spam that much, especially when it comes to the Wild Sense, or it's called Ultra Movement, but it's pretty much the same. I don't try to be that cheesy, but people just don't care. People don't care about being cheesy, and that's the problem. And when I'm winning and they realize that they're losing, they just rage quit. And that's how they get to Z rank, by rage quitting and just, cheesing their way to the top. And I think that's something that should be fixed. So, to end this, the points that I think should be fixed would be, giants having an unblockable dash for some reason. They should not have that. And most of them, like Dr. Willow, should cost more DP. The androids, 19 and 20, with the false courage, it should not be 1 skill point. It should be like 3 or 4. The Wild Sense spammers, it's annoying, but you can dodge it. If you do not dodge it, it's kind of a skill issue, and I get that. I get why people say that, but it's still annoying, especially to new players who, are not used to playing this game. It gets really annoying. So maybe like change the skill point cost to like 3 or 4. After image, it should not make you immortal for 15 seconds. 15 seconds, it's way too long. The fact that it costs only 3, for what it does, it's incredible. It's broken. It should cost, if it's gonna make you immortal for 15 seconds, or at least immune to everything except for key blasts, then it should cost like 5 DP. Not DP, but the skill points, or make it 4 at least. But it should not be only 3. It does way too much for it to only cost 3 skill points. Key blast spammers, there's really nothing there's not really something you can do about it. It's just part of the game. Maybe you can do it or fix it so that key blasts waste or drain the key bar more. Right now, you can go into sparking mode and then just spam your way to victory by just key blasting, because it doesn't waste any, key, or at least it wastes like 2 or 1 point per blast, which is nothing. And you can just spam your way to the top for like hours. You can go into sparking mode and spam for 30 minutes and then throw an unblockable ultimate. Maybe that's a way to fix it. I don't know. Rage quitters, come on. This is obviously an issue that needs to be fixed. So at least if you do not want the person who disconnected to suffer, then make it at least so that the other person, whoever is remaining, he gains the points. But the fact that you the fact that you can't suffer from any consequence when you rage quit and disconnect the match is unbelievable. The fact that you can just go in with a cheesy strategy, as soon as you realize you're losing, like I said, you rage quit and not get punished for it, is insane. And when it comes to strong characters, that one is really like, there's nothing to do. It's just people who want to play strong characters. You could implement like a ban type of thing, type of system, like in Rainbow Six Siege, where you can go into a match and at the start people from both teams choose operators to ban, or nobody to use. Maybe you can implement that to the game, but I feel like it's gonna be pretty, maybe I kind of want to say unfair, but it's not unfair, but it's just gonna be, it's basically people are only gonna ban Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Ultra Instinct Goku. That's pretty much it, unless you make it so that unless you make it so that both people ban a total of like 6 characters or 5 characters, to cover all of the broken ones and force people to actually use someone who requires skill to win. So yeah, anyways, that's just a little rant that I have, that I wanted to do. Call me a bad player, call me whatever you want, but I just don't think that it's really fair. And I think that the ranked state of the game should be fixed. Especially the rage quitting. The rage quitting shouldn't be an issue that we're having right now. It shouldn't be. But yeah, anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you, I don't know, enjoyed the video, I guess. But yeah, goodbye.